Good morning, you cool cats and kittens. This is Sam the Dapper Tiger here. I'm gonna share this sale that I made. It was a Nintendo Switch Lite bundle with an Animal Crossing video game. So sold that on Facebook Marketplace for $320. We paid $270 at Target for it, giving us a profit of $50. I prefer something like this to be sold on Facebook Marketplace. That way I don't have to deal with eBay and Mercari fees that will suck up anywhere from $30, $40, $50 of my profit. Probably would not do it again because at the end of the day, it tied up about $900. So if anybody is planning on doing a big retail arbitrage or trying to flip stuff like this, just be wary, just be mindful. Nobody's really talking about the fees and the shipping and the upfront costs. The main reason why I went ahead and bought these Nintendo Switches in Animal Crossing, just because of how hot they are and how fast they're moving. If this was gonna be a long tail item, I probably wouldn't have gone ahead with it. I think that I could do more with $900 in many items rather than just 6. We're gonna go meet up with them.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, turn a couple masks in there for Jack.
Thank you. You guys are so nice. Let me go to my Chase because I just added you on my thing.
Yeah, no problem.
This is like 3 days ago. I was like, there's a new Animal Crossing? And they were like, yeah, and it's really good. And I was like, can I play it? And they were like, no, you don't have the Switch. And I was like, well, you know what?
What a flex.
I'm gonna get one.
He's never played.
It says it's sent.
Okay, let me check. I got it. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. Drive safe.
Hey.
Okay.
What?
It smells loud out there.
You smell something, Rabbit? Fear.
Okay guys, so we just made the sale. We try to make it as contact free as possible. I had already bagged up and I just kept my distance from them. And basically we exchanged Zelle information. So they just digitally deposited money into our bank account. So I don't have to handle any cash. So that's perfect. So now that we've made a couple of Switch sales, you know, our initial investment into all the Switches and the games was $900. You know, after all the sales, our gross sales is $1,020. Making us $120 in profits. Now I'm gonna take some of that money. I'm gonna take $500 and I'm gonna invest it into.
Damn, I thought it was for brunch.
Oh.
I want to eat food.
I'm gonna take that $500 and I'm gonna invest it in some Legos. I created a relationship with a gentleman a few months back when I first got into reselling. He really enjoys buying Legos, putting them together, and then selling it to me to resell. So it's a nice little relationship that I was able to tap into. So I'm gonna head over there and come along. All right, see ya.
Nice box.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man. Yeah.
You need a college plan when the baby's born, let me know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm a financial advisor, so I can help you out.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
All right, good luck.
Take care. All right, guys, we're back at the apartment now, and I just want to show you guys a little bit of what John gave me. So I got a box over here of Legos and then another box here. Inside the box, he included a list of the Legos. This is just 48 out of the 60, so I paid $500 for all this together. This is what John does for me. He puts it all together. He lets me know if anything is missing. Then he goes through the trouble of bagging them for me so that it's easy enough for me to find. Obviously, larger items like this, I have to make sure that I'm careful with them and they don't break. But this guy alone is $59.74 Space Police ship with all the pieces and all the figures. Last sold comp a few days ago was $99.99. So that should be a nice flip. Now I do have to go through all these. And then, for a little while, I get to play with cool stuff like this. Whee! Look how dope this is. I'm 5 years old. Oh, that's awesome.
I'm not a puppet. I'm a real boy.
All right, guys, so how do you think I did? So I basically took that $320 that I made this morning and I added another $180 and I took that, I reinvested it back into this Lego set. Overall, I got 60 Legos for $500 and that breaks down to an $8.30 average buy cost. As far as the numbers go, I need to sell on average each one for 20 bucks to basically double my money, equating to something around $1,000 to $1,200 if all goes well. You guys saw the two pieces that I showed you earlier, and just those two alone can get me anywhere from $150 to $200 in sales with shipping. I've had some experience selling Legos since I've started my part-time reselling journey, and I just want to share a couple of rules that I've learned. One of the things that I try to keep to, especially buying used Legos, I prefer to get sets and not bundles. This is something that I saw in a lot of Josh when he got a huge bin of Legos and he had to break it down and sort through all of them. It seemed like a mess to me. What John is doing for me as far as packing them up and having them in sets, he already saves me a whole lot of time. So that brings me up to my next point. Ideally, you would like for all of your Legos to be complete with a manual, and with a box is even better. As you start missing things such as the box, the manual, and pieces, your value of the Legos will continue to drop down, which makes sense. There are other ways to kind of help remedy that. You have websites such as Bricklink that helps you replace and find any of the missing items. And that's what's great about the instruction manuals too, because in the back there usually tells you how many pieces there are. They'll tell you how many of each item there is, and then step by step on how to assemble. So the third thing that I look out for is making sure that I have all the codes for the Lego sets. Now, I don't know all of the names. I'm not as experienced with all the different Lego lines and products that are out there as John would be. And he's helped me fill that gap by writing all the numbers down, so then that way I can look them up and comp them very easily, and then through that research I can already pull out description, name, and do a whole bunch of other stuff and find out more about the product that I'm listing and comping. So my fourth rule is I like to make sure all the Legos are assembled for my pictures. It makes it a whole lot easier. He's offered to break them down for me. I asked him to leave it as is with the Legos complete. Gives a better picture and gives the buyer confidence in what they're buying. Next, I like to use Swiffer dust wipes to just kind of lightly dust them. There were a couple that he's given me that he's assembled, and he's told me he's put them together and put them on display. And then to make room for the new ones that he's putting together, he pulls them off the shelves, sticks them in a bag, and gives them to me. So I've had to go through it and just dust it and just make sure everything is okay. And then lastly, I like to break all the Legos down after I've taken pictures, so then I can do a final count and I bag them up with the manual and they're ready to ship. I'll either put them in a Ziploc bag. So for some of the smaller sets, such as the Ninjago, I break them down and I ship them out in the small USPS flat rate box. Anyways, I'm excited about this Lego pickup. It's just in time for the Mercari challenge. As soon as I got home today and was filming everything for you guys, up comes this Mercari alert to show that anything that is Lego related that is listed this week will be featured on their front page. So Mercari is enticing you and they're telling you what's going to be featured on their front page. If you want to get to the top, go for it. The one hitch that I do not like that Mercari does is you have to include free shipping. I tend not to go free shipping with anything that weighs over a pound. Free shipping is a money sink. At least that has been my experience. And with fees and cost of goods, I prefer not to give my money away to shipping as well. It's all about maximizing profits. Of course, I want to make sure that I price fairly. And I find that if I don't offer free shipping, when I list it, I actually have a little bit more room to play when it comes to negotiation offers on Mercari. Oh, before I forget. So this is Corona. We found her last week. This is a little stray cat that we found. She's not very happy. She's super talkative. Goodbye, cat. We're trying to find her a new home, a shelter. We're not sure. We got a few cats ourselves, and with a baby on the way, I'm not sure if we want to try and acclimate her. I don't know. I think the more responsible thing is to try and find her a new home. But Mrs. Dapper Tiger is trying to figure that out too with me. Anyways, if you like learning different ways to source and find things to sell online for money, to support yourself and maybe your family, please comment, like, and subscribe below. And please hit the notification bell on the side to stay up to date on when I drop my next videos. Until then, stay safe. Peace.